Hi guys, Martin here, and just a little bit of an update for you really. I've been a bit quiet last week or two on YouTube anyway. I was thundering along with that Warhound project log, and if I'm completely honest, I'd started recording it ahead of time so that I didn't end up having it published before I'd finished, and I thought, oh, give myself time, and last 2 weeks I've not touched it. There's a video going up tomorrow. In fact, it'll probably be up by now, probably go up simultaneously, where I have updated it. I've been doing armour panels. Time's caught over with me. I've had a load more messing around with the store, and people don't do what you want them to do. I've said it before, nobody's as interested as this project as what I am, and especially merchant bankers in London who own the building that I want to go into. Landlords are just a nightmare, but it's sorted now. Solicitors are finally in the thick of it all. It's all coming together. It's further put back than I wanted again. I'm now looking at the earliest 31st of October, so Halloween, good day to open, do we think? Possibly even first week of November. I've told the landlords that if I can't foresee me being open by the second week of November, that I'm not going ahead with it until the new year, because if I'm not open by mid-November, then I'm going to miss Christmas, and that's my reason for not getting videos up. I've been either swamped trying to sort things out and source things for the store, or anything else. Just the last thing I've had time for, really, if I'm honest, is making videos for YouTube. Those of you that follow me on Facebook might have seen a couple of shots of me from my first movie. I've recorded 2 movies. Well, got the final part of the recording for next week, because for those that you don't know, I'm an actor as well, and I'm training in acting school, and 15-20 years worth of sales experience and sales training probably means that I'm as good as most actors out there. So I'm doing that, and I've recorded my first 2 movies. They're only little no budget things, little half-hour movies, 20-minute movies, and they're not paid work, but there's something I'm really interested in, running alongside the store. Will something come of it? Who knows? The dream is that J.J. Abrams gets in touch and says, Martin, we want you to be on the next Star Wars movie, and I go and be on the next Star Wars movie while still running War Games. Well, the staff are running War Games, and I'm running it from LA or Pinewood Studios or wherever it's being shot. But yeah, honestly, that's not going to happen. Yeah, I've been filming a couple of movies, working hard. I've been putting so many hours into driving my taxi just to try and generate some extra money, because in all honesty, I'm now nearly 10 grand short, because that place, as you saw in the last video, needs heating and lighting, and the landlords, the argument I've had with them is that I wanted them to install it, and they've said, well, no, you go ahead and install what you want, and we'll give you it as a reduction in your rent, which is great, because my rent's cheaper for the first 2 years, but I've got £10,000 worth of heating and lighting to put into the store, and I'm £10,000 short for it. So I'm trimming back here and there, and every extra £100 I can earn from the cab is great. The sales of these board games has helped no end towards it. So I made up that they've come in, so that's putting a little bit towards it. If anybody's still after any of them board games, the list is up on a previous video, and just get in touch. They're all available. Well, obviously the ones that are still available. And then I'm trimming things back. I don't want to trim my stock levels back too much, because if I do that, then the store won't look full, and it's trying to get that balance. I'm trying to save money on everything, everywhere I can. So I suppose at this point there's a bit of a plea out to you guys. I know I've asked in the past for like plasterers and heating engineers and what have you. Plasterer, I think I'm sorted now. Heating wise, I'm going to install it, and then I'll just get a heating engineer to come and physically fit the boiler and connect the actual gas system up, because obviously I'm not registered to do that. The lights, me and my father are going to install all those. I seem to have got a good deal on the lights now. I've almost finished sorting out the flooring. I was going vinyl flooring, to get a decent commercial vinyl floor is so expensive, and the preparation that needs to be done to the floor. I wanted to avoid carpet, and I'm now in two minds. So let me know what you think, guys. I can put wood floor right throughout the whole thing. Let's say wood, like a laminate, but a good one. I don't mean like a £4.99 a packet one from B&Q. I can put that down to look nice, or I can put contract carpeting down, so not tiles but an actual carpet, but it looks like retail and office carpet, which normally if you get a black carpet, I said I was staying away from dark floors and dark walls. The walls are going to be white, the ceiling is going to be white, but I'm thinking of putting a black carpet down through half of it, so it's like from the till area backwards, but then only as a border around the walls and up to each step, and then having a big red square in each of them steps, because that brings the colours of the logo in then, the red and the black, and the red's nice and bright. I'm not too worried about it getting dirty. A, it's cleanable, you can throw bleach straight on it and clean it, and B, it'll be covered by a load of tables anyway, and I'm not getting the sort of footfall the Boots or Next or Debenhams are getting. I'd love to, but it's not going to happen. So let me know what you think about that. It's ideas I'm toying around with, and I'm trying to draw it out, and my 3D drawing on computers is diabolical, so I've not got very far. I'm probably only going to open with one floor for tournament tables, and I'll have to work up to the second one because I can't afford tables. If anybody can help me out with wood, can anybody help me out with wood? That could be taken in such a wrong way. I need either plywood or MDF, 12 maybe 18 millimeter thick, 6 foot by 4 foot sheets of wood. Now you buy it as 8 foot by 4 foot, which is fine because I'll cut the extra 2 foot off, and then that's going to make the reserve tables, which is perfectly fine. I know how I'm going to work that. But those sheets, the cheapest I'm finding them is about £15 a sheet, which is fine if you only want 3 or 4 tables. I in total need to do 55 tables, so just the wood for the tables alone in this shop is going to cost me like £700 and odd pound. I've got table legs really nice and cheap from IKEA, funnily enough, and I can get black or red table legs, so I'm going to have a mix of them because again it ties in with the corporate colours, and then I can make all those tables up. But if anybody can help out with things like that, where to get them from, or somebody works in a timber merchants, or knows somebody who works there and I can get a bit of discount for me, brilliant. Speak to me, talk to me, goose. Because it is cost to just, I say I'm £10,000 the wrong way at the moment. I've got this much money and I need 10 grand more. I can't do another Kickstarter campaign. I could do an Indiegogo, but I'm not going to. You guys have been generous enough. You've helped me off with it, and due to having to change the build, I'm spending more money, but it will be worth it. I'm not downhearted. I have been. I've been up and down with my emotion, but it's all good. And then I get orders. People are constantly emailing me saying, oh, can you get this, can you get that? And I can get most things at the moment. I can't get GW. Anything else anybody wants, I can more or less order it in. If it's one box of something, I might struggle, but if enough people want one box of something, I can work on it. I've still got copies of Alien versus Predator from the second set of them that I got in. So let me know if you want anything ordering. And as people have been ordering, what it's been doing is been giving me faith that the business is going to work. I need to do a certain amount of transactions in a day, and I've had a few orders in which aren't unreasonable, and are probably going to be frequent-ish orders, and they account for a certain amount of transactions. So it's great. It's and as I say, plus the board game sales, it's really rested any doubts that I might have had in my mind as to whether I'm just being insane. But yeah, that's where I'm up to, guys. I'm rambling, and I'll think of something else in a second, and I'll carry on rambling. Warhound's coming along. I'm glad that I've done him, although I was cursing Mike over at Crew Row on Genesis. He tempted me into doing it, and I'm glad I did it. Thanks, Mike. yeah, bugger. But no, it's going to look great in a cabinet. Cabinets, I'm getting 15 double door glass cabinets for the shop, and most of them have a purpose. Some of them are going to be filled with customers' models. So any of you out there that specifically want something putting in war games as display cabinets for the world to see, because it will be seen on YouTube, but obviously it'll be seen by anybody that comes in the store, let me know. If you want to send it up to me, I'll put it into the cabinet until they run out of space, and then they'll be kept until you want them to. Nobody's going to touch them, not going to be played with, but let me know if you've got something you want to display in cabinets, and I'll put maybe your YouTube card or something next to it so that people know how to find you, or if you're a commission painter, that's fine, I can advertise you through that way. Just, I've got cabinets to fill, and honestly at the moment not enough stuff to fill them. What else was I going to suggest then? Lights, carpets, tables. I've got more armies to paint and game rules to lay in than I know what to do with. I've got sat down there now a Mars Attacks box set I've got to paint up. I've got people all over the country painting different armies for me, even into Europe. Remco's painting up bolt action miniatures for me. And I suppose what I'm coming to now is, once this lease is finally signed and the keys are put in my hand, that day when it comes, which hopefully won't be many more weeks, I'm going to be a very, very, very busy fool. I'm literally going to be, on my spreadsheet, I'm going to be pressing buy. I'm going to have all sorts coming in, and there are starter sets that I still haven't got yet that I need to get painted up and get in. So anybody that's relatively local who can help me out, brilliant. Anybody that wants to help with painting in the ceiling. Oh, I know something else I need. The wall cladding that you can get, not wallpaper, where it's like a brick effect wall, like a fake brick wall. I need a load of that, and it seems to be really expensive. It's cheaper than getting everything plastered, but it still seems expensive, and everything's just costing me money at the moment. So if anybody knows anyone that can help out with that, great. And that's reminded me of the biggest thing. Hopefully you've stuck with me to this point. I have got a huge big wall that I showed on the video, and I said, oh, I've got something special to do with that wall. I want big wall art on there. It's very specific what I want on there, and to somebody who can manage to paint or graffiti big, then it'll be really simple for them. I just can't work that big. I work with miniatures and at the best A2 paper. This is a 16 foot high by 30 foot wide wall that I want a mural spraying on, or even if it's printed on like through vinyl graphics. I don't know anybody who does vinyl graphics of that sort of size. So if any of you are or know anybody who's a graffiti artist and is happy to come and paint my wall, paint a mural on my wall to my specification for free. That's the key. It does need to be for free. You can sign it. I'll get the local paper involved or whatever. We'll get some advertisement for you, and I can reward in that manner. But get in touch with me, because I really do need that one. It's going to set everything off. So yeah, if you know anyone with that, and just anything that you can do where you think you might be able to help out with something, give me a shout. And I know I'm pleading now, but I'm at that point where this is so close to fruition. It's happening one way or the other, but the more help I can get from you guys, the more I can put back out to you. And as I've said all along, and Nick Beer has been a champion for this, it's our store. Yes, it's my store, but I want to run it as our store. I want your input into it. I want you to feel part of it. So please guys, just help me where you can. And I don't mean financially. I'm not asking for people's money. It's not what I'm coming on asking for. I've done that with the Kickstarter. Just any help, advice, tips, favours, recommendations, referrals that you can give me, please throw them into me, and hopefully once I get this Warhound finished and I get a little bit more settled, videos will start picking back up. They're going to be a bit up and down, the videos at the moment, especially once I get the keys, because I'm just going to be flat out day and night in that shop, building, painting. Again, anyone local, then come and give me a shout. I'll be happy for you to put tables together, to build cabinets, to help paint a ceiling. The ceiling's 16 foot off the floor and it's 115 foot long. It needs painting white with at least 3 coats. That's a few men's job. So let me know. And then very, very, very finally, I said a while back about anybody that's after a job. That offer's still available. I haven't done the interviews for anyone yet, so those that have sent CVs, don't worry, you're not being dismissed. I haven't done them because I didn't think it was fair until I knew when the shop was going to be opening. But I think I'm going to look to do them in the next 2 or 3 weeks, regardless. So at least I've got time to give people time to give notice. Full-time position is sorted, but I've got 1, maybe 2 part-time positions. I've either got 1 part-time position at 25 to 30 hours, or most likely 2 part-time positions at 16 hours each, for a multitude of reasons. As was enlightened to me today, it saves me on tax. So there's no line in there, and there'll always be scope for overtime with that as well. I might even take a 4th member on a 0-hour contract, just so that I know that the checks are in. So if you are local or you know anyone that is local, get in touch with me, and there's potential work there for you. But listen, I said I was rambling, I said I'd think of something else, I did. So before I think of anything else, guys, that's me done. Enjoy what you're doing, leave some messages for me. Everybody that's been emailing me and sort of keeping me spirits up, I thank you so much for that. This is undoubtedly the hardest thing I've ever done. I used to think my job was stressful. This is beyond belief, but it's going to be worth it. So thanks for sticking with me, guys. Thanks for persevering with me, and I'll speak to you all soon. Cheers.